Hello again! It's me, Benz, from Powerline. And before I start, I just wanted to give a shout out to Jonas Monk Limbo and Game Chops for letting me use this music. You can find a link in the description to the music used here on YouTube. Thank you guys very much for being so cool. So, I'm here to ask, why do you climb the mountain? But before I really ask that, you probably want to know what I mean. Before I go on, I should say that this video has spoilers for Undertale, so if you missed it somehow, I would suggest going and playing it now. It's pretty cheap, and I'm sure Toby would love the support, even now, 5 years later. So, I recently replayed Undertale's Pacifist run, and there is one line that really stood out to me at the end of the game. After defeating Asriel, you can find him again by walking back to the first room in the game. When you first talk to him, he asks you to just go away, but if you keep talking to him, he asks why you climbed the mountain. He goes on to say that the reason why the fallen child climbed the mountain probably wasn't for a happy reason, and that they hated humanity. Now, in case you missed the memo, Undertale is one big metaphor with smaller metaphors wrapped inside. Everything from the way EXP and love are actually execution points and level of violence, to the way you save and load your game is actually your determination to move forward. You, the player's determination, not Frisk's determination, yours. The entire game is a large metaphor for gaming in general, or at least I see it that way. You have the determination to push forward. It's your level of violence that causes you to stop feeling for the characters when you kill them. It's your experience as a gamer, just as a person, that determines how the story plays out. So this question of why you climb the mountain really stood out to me, and his mention of why the fallen child had climbed the mountain for an unhappy reason stood out to me even more. The overlaying metaphor here, to me, is why did you, the player, start this game? Why do you start any game? Or any story, for that matter? Is it an escape from an unhappy reality? Is it the challenge, the story, the music, the exploration, or maybe even something I can't imagine, something personal to you? For me, it's a lot of those things and more. I play games not just for the challenge, but for the wonder I feel when experiencing something new. I want to get involved in the characters' lives, live in someone else's shoes, and get a new perspective on a reality that I hadn't considered before. If we dive a little deeper into his dialogue in this scene, he gives us a piece of advice. Like this video and go subscribe to Powerline for videos every weekday, and that's some good advice. No, but seriously, he says, be careful in the outside world, okay? Despite what everyone thinks, it's not as nice as it is here. There are a lot of flowies out there, and not everything can be resolved by just being nice. Frisk, don't kill and don't be killed, alright? That's the best you can strive for. Looking at this dialogue from an outside perspective, it's a warning from the creator Toby Fox. The world isn't a nice place outside of this game. There will probably be plenty of people who see you as nothing but a means to an end. And sometimes, you may have to stand up for yourself. But that doesn't mean that you have to be destructive towards them either. Undertale has many strong themes, and that's what makes it so good. One of the strongest themes, though, is don't kill and don't be killed. Survive, and do it with a smile on your face. Because you can do it. If you feel like you're trapped in a corner, then it's time to gather up every ounce of determination and push through what you need to do. Because sometimes, it's the only way forward. It's the only way up the mountain, and the only way you have a chance of making it back home. So why do I climb the mountain? I do it for the lessons that I can take away from the story. Undertale taught me a lot. Taught me to be patient with people, to have bravery when faced with adversity, integrity when not being watched, kindness to those I don't know, to persevere when things look bleak, to have a sense of what my justice is, and taught me to have the determination to reach my goals. So let me ask you then, why do you climb the mountain?